Hey, Cowboys Nation! Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your #1 source for all things Dallas Cowboys. I'm Dave, and today we're diving into a Cowboys legend-themed episode. We're talking about Randall Cobb's potential return, Cedric Wilson trade rumors, the latest on Stefon Gilmore, and a surprise roster boost. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your subscription helps us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers and keeps you updated with all the latest Cowboys news. Let's kick things off with a bit of fun. Since it's a Cowboys legend theme, I want you to name a Cowboys legend in the comment section. Remember, this is about players who weren't necessarily great but played for the Cowboys and became legends in their own right. Who comes to mind for you? Drop those names in the comments. First up, let's talk about Randall Cobb and the potential for his return to the Cowboys. Blogging the Boys recently suggested that the Cowboys should consider re-signing Cobb to add some veteran wide receiver depth. In general, I'm not opposed to adding veteran help, but is Randall Cobb really the answer? The current state of the Cowboys wide receiver room isn't ideal beyond CeeDee Lamb. We're one injury away from being in dire straits. Brandon Cooks brings speed but may be on the decline. Jalen Tolbert and Cavonte Turpin show potential but are unproven. So, the idea of adding depth makes sense, but is Randall Cobb the right choice? Cobb hasn't been productive in recent years. He wasn't good last year with the Jets, and his performance with the Packers the 2 years prior was also lacking. He was paid by Houston but didn't live up to expectations and has a history of injuries, missing multiple games each season. Yes, he had a solid season with the Cowboys back in 2019, but that feels like ages ago. Would you bring back Randall Cobb? This is the pinned comment on today's video, so if an ad comes up, take advantage of it and let us know your thoughts. Personally, I have zero desire to bring him back. I think he might be done in the NFL altogether. Cobb doesn't benefit what the Cowboys are trying to do right now. He mainly plays as a slot receiver, and we already have CeeDee Lamb in that role. Cavonte Turpin and Brandon Cooks can also fill in if needed. Cobb just doesn't fit our current needs. Moving on, let's talk about Cedric Wilson. There are trade rumors suggesting a possible return to the Cowboys. Wilson had some great moments with us before moving to Miami. Unlike Cobb, Wilson is younger and still has potential to make significant contributions. He could provide solid depth and be a reliable target for Dak Prescott. What do you think about the idea of trading for Cedric Wilson? Do you think he could be a valuable addition to our receiving core? Let us know in the comments. Next up, let's discuss Stefon Gilmore. Gilmore has been vocal again recently, sharing his thoughts on the upcoming season and his role with the Cowboys. His experience and skill set make him a crucial part of our secondary. Having a veteran like Gilmore can elevate the play of the entire defensive unit. Gilmore's leadership and ability to mentor younger players are invaluable. His presence on the field will not only help in coverage, but also in guiding our young cornerbacks. With him in the lineup, we can expect a more solid and cohesive defensive performance. Finally, let's talk about the surprise roster boost the Cowboys received. Initially, the team didn't expect to get this addition, but it's a welcome surprise that can help bolster our lineup. Details are still emerging, but this kind of unexpected boost can provide depth and versatility, which are always beneficial. So, Cowboys Nation, what are your thoughts on these potential moves and updates? Are you excited about the possibility of Cedric Wilson returning? How do you feel about Stefon Gilmore's contributions and the surprise roster boost? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. We love hearing from you. And remember, if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us bring you more great content and keeps you updated with all the latest Cowboys news. Help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers and be a part of our growing community. Let's take a moment to appreciate the journey we're on as Cowboys fans. Every season brings new challenges and opportunities, and together, we can navigate through them. Whether it's through strategic signings, smart draft picks, or nurturing young talent, our goal is to bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas. Breaking news from Bleacher Report. They've proposed a trade that would bring wide receiver Cedric Wilson back to Dallas to reunite with Dak Prescott. Wilson had his best years with the Cowboys and with Dak, making this a tantalizing prospect. But there are some things to consider before we jump on board with this idea. Let's talk about why this trade makes sense. Wilson was a solid performer during his time in Dallas, with his best season coming while playing with Dak. When he hit NFL free agency, I was interested in the idea of bringing him back on a super cheap contract, something like a one-year deal with little to no guaranteed money. However, that didn't happen. Instead, Wilson signed a 2-year, $5.75 million deal with the New Orleans Saints, which was double what I expected him to get. Given how the Jones boys operate their business, I'd be surprised if they have any interest in bringing him back at that contract value. If they really wanted him, they could have done it already during free agency. So, would you trade for Cedric Wilson? T for trade, P for pass. This is the pinned comment on today's video, so if an ad comes up, take advantage of it and let us know your thoughts. Personally, I'm skeptical about the fit, especially considering the contract involved. But let's dive deeper into the player and the fit. Cedric Wilson is a versatile receiver who can play both inside and outside. He has chemistry with Dak Prescott, which is a big plus. However, the current state of our wide receiver room has to be taken into account. We have CeeDee Lamb as our primary slot receiver, and other players like Brandon Cooks and Jalen Tolbert who can fill in as needed. Adding Wilson would provide depth, but at what cost? Considering the financial aspect, the 2-year deal worth $5.75 million is more than the Cowboys typically spend on a depth receiver. The Jones family is known for being financially conservative, especially with non-premium positions. If they were truly interested in Wilson, they likely would have pursued him more aggressively during free agency. Let's also consider the potential impact on team chemistry and development of younger players. Bringing back Wilson could take snaps away from emerging talents like Jalen Tolbert and Cavante Turpin. These young players need opportunities to grow and develop, and adding a veteran like Wilson might hinder that progress. On the flip side, Wilson's experience and familiarity with the Cowboys system could provide a steadying presence in the locker room and on the field. His ability to make big plays in crucial moments is something that can't be overlooked. So, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Do we prioritize depth and experience, or do we focus on developing our younger talents? So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should we trade for Cedric Wilson, or should we pass and focus on our current roster? Let us know in the comments section below. Your input is invaluable, and we love hearing from you. And remember, if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us bring you more great content and keeps you updated with all the latest Cowboys news. Help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers and be a part of our growing community. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the journey we're on as Cowboys fans. Every season brings new challenges and opportunities, and together, we can navigate through them. Whether it's through strategic signings, smart draft picks, or nurturing young talent, our goal is to bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas. Thanks for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We'll keep a close eye on these trade rumors and provide you with any new developments. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any breaking news. Your support helps us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. Until next time, go Cowboys!